Okay, Brooklyn drill rapper K Flock just got sentenced to 300 months, which is 25 years. It's just happened a few hours ago. If you remember him, he had, well, if you're not from New York area, you might not really know who he is. He had several videos that are in the 100 million view area, but he was just like Chef G, Bobby Shmurda, Pop Smoke, all the Brooklyn, all the New York drill rappers from each borough. They were really part of violence going on. K Flock's career probably got a big boost. Cardi B hopped on the song with him. I don't know, she's from that same neighborhood. It's, as they keep indicting all these kids and you really look at what's going on, it's pretty dark in the sense of like the platforms are all profiting off of real violence, because like K Flock's music is not, and listen, I listen to the rap music, the underground rap music from different cities. The Bronx drill rap, K Flock, is not particularly catchy. And maybe a lot of those views came from, he had Cardi B on that song. Why she would jump on that song, but she's in a gang, right? I mean, you got real gang members that are, it's kind of weird. Like, the more this goes on, and the prosecutors, especially in like cities like New York, they're not playing. They're slamming these young people. K Flock was only 20 when he got locked up. His first mixtape dropped when he was 17. He had some songs that were, different music critics like, oh, one of the hottest songs of the year. His mixtape went #1 on the Heat Seekers chart, like an underground thing. I got this weird contraption here where I wanted to record this. So what did K Flock do? So K Flock famously, you might have seen the video where he was basically at a barber shop, and it looked like a first degree M, where he saw a rival in the barber shop in the Bronx and hit him. But he somehow, I'm not, maybe if I do a follow-up, I'll get into that trial. Somehow he got that turned into self-defense, but in the state court. But they then charged, there was a girl that testified in that case, and they gave her perjury after the fact. So he may have avoided, she testified that the guy threatened them. And I think that led the jury to find him not guilty, but then they charged and convicted her with 3 counts of perjury after the fact. And that happens. I almost got charged with perjury before, but in a fair, like, you'd be surprised how, like, perjury, witness tampering, like in murder cases, different serious cases, that people get charged with that stuff, like not super frequently, but more than rarely. So that girl probably saved him from a 25 to life in New York State prison, but he got 30 in the feds, or he got 25 in the feds anyways. Now listen to this. He really, what an idiot, really. And I don't mean it in a mean-spirited way, but all you young people, you need to, like, really, being stupid, like, as, like, that's, and this goes way back, like, in the inner city, calling somebody stupid has been a compliment since, at least when I was young, in the mid-'80s. Oh, that's my boy, he's stupid as hell. Well, K Flock's defense, this was his defense, that he couldn't have been the leader of the Sev Side gang because he was too stupid. He was retarded. But the judge said, well, you weren't too retarded to do shootings. You knew how to use Facebook Live to do and document your shootings, which he was doing. And you couldn't have been maneuvering in the music industry and been retarded or had a mental deficiency. So they swatted that defense away. Now, what, like, and I don't, normally I'm pretty neutral when I describe these cases, but what is just an idiotic So there was no murders. So he's got 300 months, 25 years for no drug dealing, no murders, but like 4 or 5 shootings he personally did where no one died. So he got off on that one murder, which probably was first-degree murder, but the girl perjured herself. Whatever. The judge said he didn't hold that against him because he was found not guilty, which I guess I believe the judge, but K. Flock played himself. You know what he did? So today during sentencing he said, I found God and I'm not the same person I was when I was 18 and 19 and I did all this stuff. Well, about 4 months ago, when he was found not guilty on a first-degree murder by reason of self-defense, of course he's got a phone in jail and he goes on social media. Oh, kill all rats. The judge can't never break, don't bend, don't fold. Now he can't give me life. And K. Flock's guidelines, well, the sentencing guidelines for the penalties for his cases are the RICO with the shootings is 10 to life. And you would think a 21-year-old who'd never been to prison before and there's no dead people, there was no mass drug dealing, would get to 10 to life. But K. Flock, like I said, after he beat, mind you, so you're lucking up. You're beat to murder, probably through a perjury, and now you go on social media and rub it in their face. You showing no remorse. Any of you that's out on bond right now, or if you're in jail watching this or whatever, you got to get your GED while you're out on bond. Don't get in trouble. Take your stupid ass social media down. When you go in front of that judge, if he can look and be like, okay, you controlled yourself for the last 6 months. You did something pretty. You had a little part-time job. You got your DED. Oh, you got 8 college credits, and you didn't catch a case. You didn't get any dirty urines, and you didn't move around, and you had no police contact, and you're not talking stupid on social media. Okay, I'm gonna sentence you at the low end, or maybe I'll give a young guy a break and go under the low end. But not when you gloat on social media. And also, when you're getting sentenced, especially in the feds, they're taking into account, like they're trying to impact society. And if you're someone that's got a platform, you've got hundreds of millions of views where you promote gang membership and spinning the block and whoop-de-wop, you're dangerous. You're like equivalent to a white supremacist or an ISIS member who's espousing violence, and you're sucking up the other kids into it. So he really played himself. Must have no decent adults in his family. I mean, everything he did was retarded, but the judge didn't accept his retardation defense, which is what he gave, and it didn't work, and he's got 300 months, 25 years. Might he come? I mean, he was facing, the prosecutor asked for 50. They wanted 40, I guess 10 for each shooting, and then another 10 for consecutive for something else. So the judge really didn't do him that bad. Will he be eligible? I mean, for no dead bodies, I mean, you kind of got to think he's not, he'll get some action at some point, depending on how he acts in prison. But as of now, he's got 25 years. He's high profile. He's shot people personally. You see, they just killed, remember that infamous case in the Bronx where the Trinitarios macheted that kid that wasn't even a rival, and it was all on camera, and they convicted like 7 of them and sent them to prison? They just murked the main one in prison. So those gang murders, you make yourself a target for other people wanting to get revenge. So I don't know how easy K. Flock's time is going to be in the feds. Guess he ride with the Latin Kings. I don't know what's going on in there, but just he was walking around shooting people and putting it on live. It's really hard to feel much sympathy for him. Maybe he really has changed, but the judge didn't think so. I think if K Flock hadn't have made those gloating statements after beating the state murder case, he might be looking at more. He might have got more like 15 years. But as of now, he's got 25. So that's what's up with K Flock, El Prophet American Dope.